looking so fresh. When I walk by, breaking their necks. Waiting in line at the team store. Now I'm feeling fly like a condor. Eyes on me when I walk through the door. Man, I wish I bought a couple more. Cause I really love my city. It was worth every penny. If it were at my show, then I know they gon' tip me. Think I might add a couple patches. If you think it's ugly, you capping. Now my whole outfit matching. Never going out of fashion.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome, episode 658, Talking Friars podcast and YouTube show. Ben Fadden with you, and I also have a special guest today, number 8 prospect in the Padres system, according to MLB.com. That is Isaiah Lowe. Isaiah, I appreciate the time. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Awesome. Doing great. So we got the winter meetings coming up, obviously, this next week. I wonder, just first question here, where you're at in your off season, what minor leaguers like you are doing at this point in time?
For right now, ever since we came back, we had November camp. Ever since we came back from camp, I've just been training in my X2 in Charlotte, just throwing and just lifting. To be honest, nothing much, nothing more.
Have you talked at all with Mike Schilt? Because I know he's from North Carolina. So have you ever been able to connect yet?
No, I haven't talked to Mike. The only person I've been talking to is like my scouting director and then some of the pitching coaches, just getting their info on some stuff.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So your first real season in the minors was last year, like where you had actual, a lot of games under your belt there. Lake Elsinore, Fort Wayne. Did you think you met your expectations last year?
And like Elsinore last year, and not really. I mean, I had a great start until the injury happened, but the way it started out, I mean, I thought it was like a good foundation to go into to this year.
Yeah, for sure. What were some of the biggest things that you learned in 2024 about being a pro? Like being, this was your first year of having some significant games under your belt. What do you think you learned this year?
I mean, the probably biggest thing is like the preparation and just like getting your body ready to go out there every 6 day and just get on out and going like 5-6 innings. So just knowing like what like foods to eat and like the supplements you need to take to let your body recover, and then just hitting in the weight room and just consistency for real.
So with you right now in the minors or this past season, you were on a every 6 day rotation. Is that how it is in the minors? So for you so far?
Yes, in Lake E. So I pitched like the same day every week, and then once I got moved up to Fort Wayne, I guess they had just started like the 5-man rotation. So then I kind of got introduced to that, and then that Tuesday, Friday, just like I think the first time I did it was like the last week of the season, and I was like, let's feel a little different. You got you gotta get ready a lot quicker. So that then 2 days later, it's like, oof.
Yeah, because is that the first time in your career that you had to do that?
Oh yeah, that was the first time.
Yeah. Because when I watch you pitch, I see easy velocity, especially with that fastball. And you're my age, you're 21, and obviously you're a lot different than I am in the way that we look. So I'm just like wondering. Merrill is obviously another 21-year-old. And when you see someone like that, I know it's different positions, but you see him up at the big leagues. Do you think like, man, I want to get up there? Or are you kind of just focused on running your own race?
I mean, yeah, me and Merrill was coming. I used to play with him like years back with like 5-star. So it's good to see him like do good. But so I feel like it's best to just like focus on my own like pace. I mean, everyone pass can be different. So I really just trying to stick to my own pace.
And what are you working on this winter to try to get better from this past season?
For this year, my focus more just like probably staying more behind the fastball, like spin efficiency wise, and then probably slowing my changeup down a little bit and adding another pitch.
Have you been looking at, like, throughout your career or maybe even before that, are you watching a lot of baseball? Who do you kind of look at and maybe you want to take some things from? Do you compare yourself to anyone?
I mean, yeah, I pick up like on like some pitches, like especially when I see like I like watch like highlights like pitches. I'm like, how you throw that? Then they
Uh,
show like the pitches, and I like take a screenshot of them, and then I'll like try it out. But I mean, I like pick like things here and there, but like I feel like it's more like I'm not comparing myself. I just like pick apart stuff that I like from each pitcher.
yeah. Because I was wondering, like, now with minor leaguers, obviously everyone trying to get better and social media with how much is out there. Are you like a big pitching ninja guy with that account and trying to see different pitches there just to try to increase what you have there?
I mean, I got like tread and like pitching India. I have all of them on Instagram. So like all my Instagram feed is straight baseball. So I mean, if I see something I like, I'll go more go in depth on it.
Yeah. You mentioned the changeup, and I believe you said wanting to kind of slow that down a little bit. Are there certain guys in the majors that you look at with changeups like that, and you maybe want to try to reach out to them, or just again just watch that film more just to see certain things that they do? Nick. I know Nick Martinez isn't a Padre anymore, but I looked at him a couple years ago, and like he's got a nasty one too.
Yeah, him and Devin Williams. That's
Mhm.
like unicorn pitch. But hey, if there's a way I can learn it, I mean, I'll definitely take his changeup. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
like anybody
Yeah,
would.
yeah. All right. So Ethan Salas, one of your teammates, obviously, you have been able to throw to him multiple times. A lot of Padres fans obviously are waiting for Ethan to come up at some point, whether that's 2026 or sometime down the road, or maybe even at the end here in this next year in 2025. Just what thoughts do you have on how maybe mature he is at his age, how ready he is for where he's at in the minor leagues right now? Just what you've seen being able to deal with him.
I mean, when he first came in, he didn't like act like a normal like 17-year-old. But yeah, he was definitely mature when he came in, and then how he went about his thing. Especially like when I came to high A. I mean, I know him like we talk we hang out a lot. We like go golfing or fishing or
Mhm.
whatnot. But yeah, but on the field, he gets his work done. He very like he like a pro basically. He basically gets his work done, and then he like try to help the pitchers, especially like even I think we had like a away trip, and then he was at our apartment going over the game plan, like preparing for like that Tuesday start, getting one cause it was me and like two of the pitchers, so like, the dude that was throwing Tuesday, it was going over with him the game plan.
Yeah, that's great. So, what it seems like to me, yeah, like obviously the maturity there. Have you seen changes from him from when you first met him, first teammates with him? I believe you were with Lake Elsinore too, right? Not just Fort Wayne.
I don't think I played. Yeah, I don't think I played with him in Lake E. I think it was my first.
Okay.
He called me in like in Arizona, but I don't think he ever called me in Lake E.
Okay. So from there in Arizona to like now, have you already seen differences, improvements from how he is, not just maybe as a player, but again, like off the field stuff too?
I I feel like this year was more like off the field, especially like the golf trips and fishing, just like how he's like down to earth, and then because he has like chickens in his backyard, and we also had chickens in my backyard, so we like kind of bonded off that.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm wondering as well, like your relationships, your thoughts with your manager Mike Daly and also the pitching coach Thomas Eshelman. I think that's interesting. That I don't know if it's talked about enough. Where he was obviously a former pitcher in this organization, and then he ends up taking a coaching role, and he's moved up as well. So, just your relationship with those two guys, Mike Daly, someone that I think was mentioned of being maybe at AAA on a report last year, but he ended up being with Fort Wayne, obviously well thought of in the organization. Just your thoughts on those two guys.
Yes. Well, I think like first time like seeing Daly like on a consistent basis, especially like with when I came to Fort Wayne, just seeing him like every day. Well, Ash, I seen him in Lake E, but yeah, with Daly, I mean, he's a cool dude. He try to keep like the energy like fun in the locker room. We have like for I think every game we come in, we have like music. We like play like a song. We have someone pick out a song, and then we all try to like guess what the song is. Just like little thing, he just try to like figure out a way to just bring the spirit up, so it don't feel like more like a job. It's more like just like going there having fun. And then with Ash, I ain't he was in AAA, I think. AAA, right? When he got
Thank
done.
you.
Yeah. So I mean, he understands our the whole process of it, and just like as a player standpoint, and just not as a coach. So it kind of helps out with just like knowing how to get there and like things he picked up on, and then especially like as I move up, all the older guys just like help me out on like how to work up and the process of things.
Have you had any relationship really with AJ Preller, or was it more just okay, you're drafted, and then you get into contact with other guys, like talking about the scouting director? Is that more how it is there?
When I was getting recruited, yeah, I never I never like I only had a phone call, but he was always at like the like I have like a pitching thing, and he'll come. I think him and like Chris Kemp, then Jake Koenig. Yeah, I think I met him like probably 2 or 3 times before they ended up drafting me. So I mean, I have a pretty good relationship with him.
Do you know how often? I mean, it feels like he visits less now because of the major league team contending, but how often is AJ actually down there?
What in Arizona?
Well, not just Arizona, but in the minors. Like, how often is he taking those trips to go watch minor league talent?
Uh, he's there every once in a while. Like he don't be like consistently there, but every once in a while he'll just pop in, like, and then he's basically like he's like a down to earth guy. Like he don't like he's not like a flashy guy or not. He's just
Yeah.
like still a guy like the hoop. But yeah, he come around every once in a while. He'll say what up. I shake his hand, and then I just go about my day.
He's got good style though. Those basketball shorts and the
But yeah,
bucket hat. Are you a good basketball fan too? Like, are you guys? Can you guys bond a little on talking about basketball?
I mean, I don't really watch basketball too much. Only basketball I watch probably college basketball, Tar Heels.
Okay.
But NBA, I don't really watch NBA like that, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Um, have you been able to learn it all from anyone on the major league staff? Because like when spring training comes around, you're on the minor league side, right? But
Mm.
have you been able to communicate with anyone, any major league pitchers, to try to learn anything there?
Um, but well, when I was in rehab, it was his name CD Peplum. He was he was with us, but I think they ended up release him. But he had played. I forgot where he played in major leagues. I think it was the Cubs or whatnot. But yeah, he was one of like the older guys that like they took me under his wing when I was rehab and just pushed me to just get better in my routine. And he was like showing me some stuff. So I thought he was probably the main help like to making me successful this year.
Yeah. All right. Last one I have for you, just about you as a minor leaguer. How much attention are you spending, or how much attention do you take to the major league team, the fan base, watching any Padre games, and just your excitement level, hopefully one day to be able to come up to San Diego to make an impact?
I mean, yeah, me being like in the major league be definitely a big moment for me and my family. So I mean, it's me just being able to just keep working and work my way up, no matter how long it takes. This process is like what you gotta enjoy because it's not gonna be like a 1 day thing. It's gonna be in the major league. It's gonna take like months and just hopefully not that many years, but just keep grinding.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Thank you for the time, Isaiah. I appreciate it, and have a good rest of your off season. And hopefully, you keep moving up there in the minor leagues, and we'll see you one day here in San Diego.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, have a good one, man.
You too.
All right, everyone. That was Isaiah Lowe, number 8 prospect in the Padres system. Before ending, I did want to tell you a little bit more about him. He came out of North Carolina. His ETA is 2026. He's 21, as I hit on there earlier in the show. And it's someone that's intriguing to me. Like when I watch his video, it's some pretty good stuff. And when he talks about wanting to make some changes there, be a little bit slower with that changeup, and when it's slower, maybe you can have a little bit more movement. Or if there's not much more movement, it can still throw hitters more off because it's a bigger change in the speed. So I'm interested in seeing what that extra pitch he's going to add. What is that going to be? And just his progress that he makes. Obviously, was with Lake Elsinore, and then moved up to Fort Wayne. Has some history there with Ethan Salas, and it's another guy that this is someone that could end up being traded. I mean, I had Graham Pauly on the show. He ended up being traded. It can happen. The Padres, they're trying to win now, but this could be someone that we could see in the rotation or move to the bullpen and be a really impactful arm years down the road for the Padres, maybe when Salas and DeVry and those types of guys come up. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This episode, by the way, the main sponsor of the show, Gaglione Bros Famous Cheesesteaks and Garlic Fries. Their main location is on Friars Road. Check them out. The website, phone number, address, all that. Click the link in the description for the website so you can get all that information. Breaking tea, they've got Padres and Aztec shirts and sweatshirts, Underdog Fantasy. When you use code Talking Friars or click that link in the description, you will be able to get a 50% deposit match up to $1,000. They've got MLB, obviously, when they're in season. There's NFL, college football, college basketball, college women's basketball, soccer. There's a lot of different sports there. So check them out. And then SeatGeek code Talking Friars, $20 off your first order there. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this show. I will be having a winter meetings preview. It technically has already started, but I'm having a winter meetings preview coming up here later on Sunday night. And I'll be going live, so you can check that out. And yeah, that's what I've got. And obviously more content coming later this week as the winter meetings progress.